guys. Let's continue our week of religions with Buddhism. Now, the location of Buddhism is quite simple. It is in the area what we would call modern day India. This is the birthplace of Buddhism, and it began about 3rd century BCE. And this is something that is based upon the teachings of a man called Buddha. By the way, that's my nickname for Mr. Thomas, is Buddha. Now, Siddhartha Gautama is the gentleman's real name. His name is Buddha, and he has a very interesting story. He grew up very wealthy, very wealthy. And through his early life, he did some observations on the way people react. And he just thought that wealthy people were not sometimes the most nicest people. And so he denounced his wealth at one time and basically became a person who started to use meditation to clarify some answers that he had in his life. And through his meditations, he made some discoveries. And those discoveries then he began to write down and to share with other people. And eventually it was put into a book form, and he had some followers, and bam, Buddhism basically was born. What are the faiths and beliefs of Buddhism? It's called the Four Noble Truths, and these are the four basic things that their philosophies, that they believe in, and they believe that in life there's inedible suffering. There's going to be suffering. You can't avoid it, but there's ways that you can relieve the suffering. Okay. And get through the suffering. There's causes for your suffering. Okay, you have to. If something's going wrong and you are Buddhist, you're going to, go someplace and quiet, and you're going to figure out why am I feeling this way, or why is this going on. Then there's a way to get an end to the suffering, and that is usually they figure out a very peaceful way of ending your suffering. And then the end of the suffering will lead you through the Eightfold Path. Okay? And so people that I've known that are interested in Buddhism, they have a tendency to be very, very peaceful people. And it's really awesome to watch that process of how they meditate and how they get through the problems that they have in life. And my faith beliefs, I wish I could figure out a way to blend the two together, put it that way. The basic philosophies that they follow, they try to lead a very moral life. They are mindful and aware of the thoughts and actions that they have. And then they develop wisdom and understanding. And that is just through taking time out and thinking about and working through that suffering or those problems that they have in life. Instead of out of this reaction to them, they take a minute and they step back and they kind of think about it and process it first. And, maybe life would be, I'm not saying everybody should be a Buddhist, okay, but I'm thinking maybe everybody should take the time to step back and kind of think about things before they react. Now, rituals and celebrations. One of the big rituals and celebrations that they have is Dharma. And this is like a protection by practicing the Buddhist teachings. It's like looking at his teachings and actually going out of yourself and going out and practicing what he preaches. It's a little bit like when Christians, we practice what JC says. Okay, that's Dharma. You reach Dharma if you're practicing Buddha's teachings. And then Nirvana is a place of perfect peace and happiness. Like when you get to that point, when a Buddhist gets to that point in their life and everything is going well, they're meditating, they're following Buddha's teachings, they're following the Eightfold Path, they know Four Noble Truths, and they reach a something, they reach that nirvana. Now, what is the text or faith for this faith? And the Tripitaka is the name of the three basic, that he calls baskets of the faith. Okay, and the Eightfold Pack is just another text that they use to guide them through to Nirvana. And see, what is this Eightfold Pack? And this is where the symbol of, and if you look, right by me, I should say like that. You see, it looks like a little bit like a wheel to a ship. Okay, and it has eight spokes on it there like that, and that is like the way that they remember the Eightfold Path. And so, right, you have the right view. Okay, you have the right intention, the right speech, okay, the right actions, the right effort, the right concentration, and the right mindfulness. And these are things that they concentrate on a daily basis. And I've known beginning Buddhists, they would take each one of the eight and spread them out like over a week and try to spend a week on the meal. My goal is to work on the right views, so they spend that whole week concentrating and meditating on gaining the right view. And then the next week they would go to the right intentions and do that. And it's just so they focus on that and learn how to eventually bring all of those eight into your life and reach nirvana. Okay? Now I want you to go on to the next part, and this is inside of your uh, Google form. Okay, and even that chart there is in the Google form for your use. So I want you to go through to that, go to the Google form and answer these three questions for me. Which country has the most Buddhists? Which country has the greatest percentage of its population that follows Buddhism? And then where in the world are most of these countries at? Okay, and now I want you, Gertrude, I want you to go to that Google form, fill it out, and then I want you to send it to me. It's been a great lesson, and I hope you gained some understanding of, from the mindful path there, some understanding of Buddhism. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, and or stop into the lessons every day in that in the Google Sheet. I'm sorry, it's Monday. In the Zoom meeting, and you can catch Mr. Bowers' lectures every day. And remember, he's my student teacher, so he is very excited and he's